Hi friends, welcome back to Happy Ode Home. I am starting a new series called Entertaining, and I have an incredible video for you today. I am at the home of a dear friend of mine. I don't know anybody who can entertain the way that my friend Valerie does. Everything is so amazing and always on point. I have got to share her tips with you on how to throw an all-time epic party, a summer party, any type of summer party. So this is a 4th of July party. That's what we're going to be focusing on, but the tips you will learn in this video are basically for any type of party where you just want all of your guests to feel so included and you want everyone to have an amazing time. And I'm going to show you all around. The vendors are here setting up today, and this is going to be great. You will not want to miss that. So let's head on in. Okay, everyone, here we are in the backyard. This is setup day for a huge, magnificent July 4th event that my friend Valerie throws every year. She is the creator of Moods in Medium Instagram, so please give her a follow to find out all kinds of incredible DIYs.
You're so kind.
And when they're all set up tomorrow, I'm going to go show you these crazy DIYs that you can do yourself to upscale or bring your party, very economical things you can do to bring your party to the next event.
Yeah, so thanks for having me.
Absolutely, thanks.
And for some context, this is our 8th year hosting a 4th of July party, and I'll be honest, our first ones were pretty bare bones.
They were not bare bones.
They were pretty bare bones. Like, honestly, it comes down to just having a good group of friends and having a really great layout, really good activities planned to keep everybody energized and entertained. So this year, this is our 8th year, and obviously our theme is Independence Day, but I was really inspired by the Kendrick Lamar halftime show and how he did, specifically from a visual perspective. Obviously I love Kendrick Lamar, but I loved the creativity and the artistry of how they color blocked the scenes for the Super Bowl. So what I decided to do was, I always have like a videographer come and video these events because there's so much that goes into it and there's so many moving parts, and it's just a great keepsake memory. So if you can film as much as you can, honestly, like, especially if you put all this effort into an event, it's such a great keepsake for you, even as a host, just to have as a memory. But so one of the big things our videographer is going to focus on is the color blocking we're going to use for the event layout. So I created kind of a layout for our entire backyard because we're going to use the whole backyard for this event. And I like to have zones for kids so that every age group has an activity. So I started by having the kids zone be all color blocked in red. So all the decor, as much of the activities, even the staff that's going to be manning, which I hire a lot of like teenage babysitters and vendors, of course, but everybody who's assigned to a specific zone would be matched accordingly to kind of give it that color blocking effect. The center part for our event is going to be adults, and it's really adult geared activities like volleyball and pickleball and the bars, and that's all going to be white. And then our teenagers and tweens are going to be in the blue zone. So that's kind of an overall theme for this, sub-theme for this event.
So there's so much going on here, and there's so many vendors here. Valerie was called away for a minute. She will be back. We will continue our conversation. But the plan that she was talking about, I am going to include it here so you can see the type of detail that she puts into her events. She has labeled everything in the backyard, uses like every square inch, optimizes every square inch of the backyard to take advantage of all different types of areas, and creates different zones for the kids to play with, because this is a family event, for the adults to hang out with, for the drink centers, for the games. She's put so much thought into it. It really is magnificent. So we are back.
So DIY. So obviously, even 8 years ago when we first started this, I've always tried to add a project, let's call it a project, that I like to take on. There's a lot of creative things that you can do to make your event special. and to give it kind of a personalized touch. Of course, you can rent and buy just about anything, but I generally like to do at least 1 or 2 pieces that I put my hands on. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just my personality, or maybe it just adds a special touch. I think sometimes I think
personalizes it.
I think maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. I just like to try everything once. So
stress until the last second.
Right. So this year, I took delegated a lot of the heavy lifting with rental setups and things like that, which of course, if you're doing a much smaller event, you won't need. But if you really want to give your party and an event a personalized touch, so I focused on my welcome. So I decided to hire out the balloon making, which I've done plenty of balloons myself over the years, but I didn't really feel like I needed to do it for this. I decided to hire that out.
Not the best use of your time.
It's not the best use. It's very time consuming. Of course, if you're doing a small setup, you can totally manage it. But for something as big as what I'm going to be putting out at my entrance, I needed to hire it out. So that and a backdrop, which is actually mine, but I wanted to jazz it up. So what I decided was, we're a big drinking game family, or just a party family. We socialize a lot. I mean, just a little bit. Just fun party games like Flip Cup, etc. So anyways, I got this idea to take solo cups and use solo cups to make it into a big USA sign. So I'll show you some behind the scenes for it.
Okay.
So one of the projects is at Welcome. So that's going to get hung on a greenery backdrop. And it's about, I want to say 6 feet wide by like 4 feet. It's pretty big. And it's going to go at the entrance. So I used solo cups inverted red, and then the USA is in white.
Fabulous
upside
idea.
down so you can see it. And honestly, that was just foam board, tape, and a hot glue gun, and a lot of solo cups. I'll say it's not the most environmentally friendly, but it really looks cool,
Yes,
honestly.
it does.
And
Yeah.
I'll
Can't wait to
have to
see
figure
it.
out what to do with it. The other project I took on this year was we have a lot of teenagers and young tweens that come, and as you know, a lot of them are really into social media and they love doing TikTok videos or reels or whatever. So I decided to keep them entertained during the day. I would put a video booth, but of course I can rent one, but because of my theme, I wanted to get something that was blue. So I decided to make my own. And to be honest, from a materials perspective, it was pretty inexpensive. We used conduit, elbows, PVC pipes basically, and elbows.
Okay.
Super minimal assembly.
And you can
cut the
reuse it
pipes.
for all
You
your
can pop
parties.
it out
Yes.
and then reattach it and do a different theme. So I created a box, and I'll show you that. And then you just decorate it, and I'll show you how I did it.
Yay! All right, well, we are going to go around to a few areas now so you can see some of the setup, and I will be back tomorrow during the actual event to film this. So this is so exciting. So Valerie is going to show us the teen zone. This is the far right part of the backyard, and this is where the teens are going to hang out.
Yeah, so one of the big things about the teen zone is making sure they have lots of activities. So we have a lot of vendors coming tomorrow, more rentals coming today, and we're going to utilize this flat surface to the right side for a large foam party to surprise the kids for a few hours. And then it's all going to be color blocked in blue, so we made sure to source materials that matched.
Wow.
Some of these tents are mine. I own tents from over the years. We'll get rid of some of this furniture, but we're going to try to set it up as like some shaded lounge space. There's going to be a movie to play, a projection screen to play games, video
Incredible.
games, as well as have movies running. We'll have cornhole and a lot of other things around. But this was this guy.
Oh my God! What a magnificent blue too.
The blue's great. This
I
is
love
not
the
visible
blue.
side, but this is the visible side, and there's a top that we're going to wait to put on tomorrow morning. And it uses a insulation board, which is about, I guess, 4 by 8. So I cut it down.
This is
4 by this
amazing.
is 7 feet high.
And it's like the crinkly material.
Yeah, so it's really forgiving, but
Right,
it'll
so
look
it's
really
easy
good
to
and-
make like the
Yes.
edges and stuff, so it
Yeah.
crinkles easily.
We purposefully want it to
Yes.
be crinkled. So
Oh, that's
once
fabulous.
You have it'll be kind of like a full surround box. And the dimensions for this are 7 feet wide, 7 feet tall, and the side panels are 4 feet in depth. So they were all
Fabulous.
connected by PVC elbows, and we have one base support right out here, and we threw some sandbags on it. So it's very simple. You can see it's holding up well so
To the
far.
wind. It is a
like
windy day today.
transfer, and you can't split apart. So what I did was, I'll show you some behind the scenes, but it's all covered now. But the underneath this is actually plastic packing tape that you wrap around.
Okay.
And it creates a very light surface to put double-sided tape on, carpet tape actually, and then you just adhere this. These are actually like tablecloths, plastic tablecloths that you can buy off of Amazon or whatever.
Oh, right.
And,
Okay,
these
tablecloths.
packets, yeah, they're like
fabulous.
the plastic ones.
Okay.
So there's silver on one side, blue on the other, and it's light enough to where it sticks really perfectly to the plastic support that's underneath it.
So they're also wide enough, right? But tablecloth would be wider and bigger.
Yeah.
And much easier to use.
But
Okay, that's good to know.
Disposable plastic tablecloth. So again, not the most environmentally friendly, but it is very lightweight. I can reuse it. My hope is to get a lot of use out of it. I don't intend it to be just a one-time thing, but
Yes.
I'll find a way to repurpose it.
Love it. Love it. And there's a ping pong table over here, and there's seating over here for adults. There's a pool house over there, champagne bar. I believe this is where food will be set up. But yeah, let me take you over here. Everything here will be used. There will be one bar here, and then another bar was brought in over there, a portable bar that was brought in by a truck. We have 3 tents over here. And this is the main area of the yard. This is where the volleyball nets are. All this furniture will be out of the way because everybody loves playing volleyball. It is a big family event. The kids get involved in it, and everybody just enjoys it so much. Valerie also does hire bodyguards because there are a lot of kids that are here. So she urges all the parents, to really watch after their kids, with so many people here. So we want it to be a very safe event for everybody. So hiring a lifeguard is always a good idea. Even if it's just like a neighborhood friend in your neighborhood that you can hire to watch over the kids, that's always just a, very safe thing that you would want to do if you do have a pool in your backyard. Hi friends, so here we are, the day of the party. So exciting. I'm about to head in to show you all of the fabulous setup for this 4th of July party, and hoping to give you tips on how to take your party to the next level with some great DIY projects and just little things and big things that can take your party to the next level. Okay, let's go on in. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, guys, so this is the entrance. Remember I was telling you yesterday that Valerie did a DIY project? This is it, made entirely with Solo cups. Check this out. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And the balloons, she did not do the balloons, but if you guys follow my blog, I have a blog post on how to make a balloon banner if you are interested. But this looks spectacular. Check this out. And this is just the entrance.
Raspberry Cheetos
Lemon?
Cucumber vodka.
Cucumber vodka. Actually, I will wait till I get inside, but thank you. I'm going to start with a bottle of water. But thank you. This looks amazing. What an entrance. Sure. Oh, some beads.
Silver one.
Okay. Thank you.
This is the choice we have made.
And check out this note right here. If your child cannot swim on their own, please use a wristband for an extra layer of protection. See, Valerie thinks of everything. That is absolutely amazing. Very good safety precaution.
Oh,